Good morning, grade 7. Let's start with the fourth problem from set 37, which is related to direct proportion. Now, see, the cost of 12 quintals of soya bean is 36,000 rupees. How much will 8 quintals cost? Now, as the quintals increase, the cost will also increase. So, first we will write it is direct proportion. So, first of all, it is direct proportion. Now let us write what is given. How many quintals of soya bean? 12 quintals of soya bean. So quintals 12. That is x1. What is the cost of 12 quintals? 36,000. So cost is 36,000. So this is your y. x1, y1. Now what they have asked? How much will 8 quintals cost? Quintals, if they are 8, what is the cost? Now it is direct proportion. So what is constant we have seen yesterday? Ratio is constant. Okay. So x1 upon y1 will be equal to x2 upon y2. What's the reason? Because it is direct proportion, then ratio is constant. Therefore, substitute. What is x1? 12. So 12 upon 36,000 will be equal to x2 is 8. We have to find y2. What is the cost of 8 quintals? Cross multiply. 12 into y2 will be equal to 8 into 36,000. So we want y2. Shift 12 that side. Here it is multiplication. After shifting it will be division. 8 into 36,000 upon 12. 12 ones are 12 threes are 36. So 3000 into 8. 8 threes are 24 and these 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So your answer is, what is the cost of 8 quintals? Cost of 8 quintals is rupees 24,000. Is this clear? Or you can write 24,000 rupees. 2 and this rupee will get confused. So write here 24,000 rupees. Is this clear? Okay, let's go to the next problem. Now look at fifth question. Now we are doing fifth one. Fourth we have already done. Now see the question. 2 mobiles cost 16,000 rupees. How much money will be required to buy 13 such mobiles? More the number of mobiles, more the cost or more the rupee we have to pay, and therefore it is direct proportion. If it is direct proportion, ratio is constant. Now number of mobiles 2. What is the cost? Cost should be here. Cost is 16,000. So if 2 mobiles cost is 16,000. Now next is how much will be required to buy 13 such a mobiles. Number of mobiles now x2 is how much? 13. So what will be the cost? Mind well, number of mobiles is x1 and x2. X is indicating number of mobiles and cost is indicated by y. So for first it is y1, for second, for 13 how much it will be, we have to calculate. Now important thing is ratio is constant. Ratio is of x1 upon y1 will be equal to x2 upon y2. Therefore substitute. How much is x1? 2. What is the cost? 16,000 will be equal to x2 is 13 upon y2. Cross multiply. So y2 into 2 will be equal to 13 into 16,000. So how much is y2? 13 into 16,000 divided by 2. Okay. So 2 ones are 2, 8s are 16. So it is as good as 13 into 8,000, which is equal to 104 and 3 zeros. Okay. So you have 1,04,000 is the cost of 13 mobiles. I hope this is clear. Now let us see some other concepts, students. For example, I am driving. Alright. I am driving and my speed is, for example, say 50 kilometers per hour. Okay. and to reach at a certain place I am taking 1 hour to reach. Okay, so 50 kilometers per hour, I took 1 hour if my speed is 50. Now imagine if I increase the speed and make it as 100 kilometers per hour. If I am increasing the speed, I will move faster and so less time will be required. Instead of 1 hour, I will be reaching in half hour only. Okay, so if one quantity is increased, another is decreasing. Can you see the difference over here? Okay, if I increase the speed, the time required is less. So in such a condition, if one quantity is increased because of which second decreases, we say it is the case of inverse proportion. Okay, if I indicate speed by x and time by y, I will say x is inversely proportional to y. Inverse proportion is given by 1 upon y. Alright, this is the equation. Now if I want to, not equation, proportion sign. If I want to remove this sign and put equal to sign, I want to write in form of equation. I have to add k over there. So x will be equal to k into 1 upon y. Okay, k is constant. Now if I shift y over here, it will be x into y is equal to k. Okay, so these both you can say these are equation of inverse proportion. Mind well, in inverse proportion, k is what? This is constant. And what is constant? Constant is product. So in direct proportion, ratio was constant, x1 upon x2 equal to y1 upon y2. But in case of inverse proportion, what will be constant? Product will be constant. x1 into y1 will be equal to x2 into y2. Is this clear? So whenever you get a problem related to proportion, first read and find out whether it is inverse or whether it is direct proportion. Once it is direct proportion, you know ratio is constant. Then write x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Or if you understand, no, it is not direct, it is inverse proportion. What you will say? Immediately product is constant. Then you will write that x1 into y1, product is constant, will be equal to x2 into y2. Is this clear? Okay. Now shall we go for problem set 38? Let's see. At least 2 problems we can do. Now see students, first problem from your set 38. 5 workers take 12 days to weed a field. Let's write the information first. 5 workers take 12 days. So number of workers are how much? 5. They are taking how many days to complete the work? Given work. How many days they have given? 10 days. 10 only, no? 12, sorry. 5 workers take 12 days. So 5 workers are taking, number of days is 12 to complete some amount of work. For example, here it is weeding a field. How many days would 6 workers take? Instead of 5, if I make number of workers 6, then obviously if number of workers, more people are working together, time will be less, isn't it? So they have asked if how much time would be or how many days will be taken by 6 workers. So if number of workers are increasing, time required or number of days required to complete the work will be decreasing. So if one quantity is increasing, another is decreasing, that means it is inverse proportion. So always first find out what is the proportion. So you write first, it is inverse proportion. Now in inverse proportion, what is constant? Product. Therefore, product is constant. Immediately write. What do you mean by product? x1 into y1 is equal to x2 into y2. And now substitute. How much is x1? 5. How much is y1? 12. x2 is 6 into y2. I want to find y2. y2 I am keeping here. It will be 5 into 12 upon 6. Here it is multiplication. 6 shifted, so went in division. 6 ones are, 6 twos are. 5 into 2 is 10 and therefore y2 will be equal to 10. So if number of workers are 6, they would complete the work only in 10 days instead of 12. Is this clear? So you may write they will require 10 days. I hope you have understood how to solve. Okay. We'll wait students because of time limitation. Remaining 3 problems we will do in the next video. Please complete your books, write each and every problem which we are solving, watch the video carefully, understand, and then write it down. Thank you.